All right. So a project came my way that is probably one of the top craziest projects that I've ever had the privilege of working on. So I met Tim, the happy hippie, at the Motorama car show in Toronto. And he was talking to me about a project that he had that he wanted my help on, which is great. Thanks. This is going to be awesome. And I'm still like, oh my God, he wants me to do what? We're going to take the driveline out of a 2013 GTR. This was his car in Florida that had been caught in a fire in his garage. And there was a couple other cars that got burnt. In fact, see all this debris here? It goes across the front headlight here. This is all from, there was another car sitting on top of it on the hoist. I'll see if I can find some pictures that just melted on top of this one. The whole front end of the car, the whole car really is just kind of droopy, kind of melty, kind of sad looking. So this one's not going back onto the road. We're just going to pull the driveline out of it and stick it in something else. Now, next question is you're going to ask me is like, oh my God, what are you going to put it into? And you will never guess what it's going into. So I'm just going to show you. That's right, a VW thing. Now, that's crazy. This is crazy. And then taking this crazy and putting in this nuts. This is like crazy nuts. Anyway, I need to take, you can see by the computer overlay that I made already, I need to take 15 inches out of the GTR to put it, to get it to fit underneath the body of the thing and keep the wheelbase the same. So that was step one, just to see if it could fit and just to make sure the engine would actually fit in the same area. Fortunately, it's a V6. Fortunately, the transmission's in the back. So I think there's enough room. Like even if you look at the shock towers, they're still under the hood and they're still confined within the back. I think you can see the rear subframe hangs out a little bit, but we'll modify that. But I think the best way to approach this, unfortunately, involves completely cutting the hell out of the GTR, because right now the subframes are mounted to the unibody that's in here. But if I remove all of the body off this GTR, shorten the floor pan, shorten the drive shafts, I can weld that body right to the floor pan, the modified floor pan of the GTR. And that's the nuts part. So I'm really looking forward to doing this because I love doing crazy, wacky stuff like this. And, oh, check, did you see the wheel tub? So see how far those wheels hang over the body on that overlay. So Tim wants to make this kind of a sleeper thing, right? I get that. It's going to be considerably lower. It's going to be 8 inches wider per side, but we're going to keep the VW seats in it. And I'm going to try to run the instrument cluster and the information center from the GTR in the thing. So that's the challenge part. It's just kind of wrangle all that wiring from the GTR and get it into the thing. But yeah, look at that. It's all just, oh shit. It's all a little melty. Even the door handle there. All right, so check this out. So on the inside, it's all just covered in soot everywhere still. Like look at the visor. You can see the smoke damage in there. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get the dash cluster to communicate with maybe the computer, I'm not sure, but there was just so much water in there and it probably just ran down the back in there, and none of the switches, like the door switches don't work. They're all crunchy. I'm not sure if the springs are burnt out of, they're just full of water or whatnot. Yeah, here, let me turn it on. So brake pedal, got the key fob here. The first key fob was, I guess, in a drink holder here. You can see the pictures of when I opened it up, it was just all green on the inside. So brake pedal down, hold the button. Yeah, so that works. That screen works, but that's it. That's all I got. Those 3 little lights. No odometer. The dash lights, you flick them on, nothing works. They work on the outside. The signals work, but they don't flash on the dash. So there's something going on with this baby here, but we can get that to communicate. If not, we'll have to get another one of those. None of these buttons work. So the radio doesn't work, which is fine. But I do need to take the column out. So we'll take the column from the GTR and we'll put it into the thing. We'll take the dash. Once we get it fixed, we'll do what we can, whatever magic we can to rework that cluster so it doesn't look like we literally just bolted that to the dash. And I'll try to take the information center. Yeah, let's shut this thing down. There we go. So this is going to be a pretty exciting build, and I expect to get a lot of hate mail on this. Oh, I left the lights on. But it is what it is, man. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some maximum fun. That's what we're gonna do. Joining these two things together. So anyway, follow along with this build for sure, man. If you want to see more on this one, this is gonna be crazy, and it'll probably be one of the more faster things with like 650 horsepower with twin turbo in that little light car. What'll be left of it. So this one's gonna be nuts, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Follow along.